Good morning, Sean Carlson, Blackjack 98 Enterprises. Did you just screw up on your rewind and take it all apart and now you don't know how to put it back together again? That's fine, because I'm about to show you how to put it back together again properly and how and what to look for. So here we go. Here is a rewind of a weed whacker. But it doesn't matter if this was a weed whacker, a chainsaw, a blower, a generator, or any other engine that has a pull cord rewind. They all work under the same principle. So this is the engine. So let's see here. This is the part where you put the cord into. And if you've done this, you're wondering, which way do I spool the cord? Okay, so the answers are all around you if you were to look carefully. Okay, so first thing that we're going to do is we're going to look at the housing. The pull cord entry is right there. The center of the shaft is right here. So when you pull the cord up, essentially it is unraveling going this direction. Okay, so therefore the cord is spooling this direction. But why is that? Why does it do that? Now, after we ask that question, we're going to look at the engine. Okay, so the engine. The engine has these tabs on here, which a lot of you are familiar with. Okay, this is the flywheel. So, you see these flat tabs here? You see those? Those have to do with this. So, the flat side of this 4-star is what grabs those. So if you were to put these onto here, we're going to do that. Just like this, see? And if we were to look at it, you can see that the flat part is grabbing, and when you let go of the rewind, it clicks. Yeah? And then, so, as I was saying, this is the direction of the pull. So when you put it in like this, it goes up, and then when you pull this, the direction of it is like that, and it turns the rewind, okay? And then when you let go of the pull cord, it just clicks. So I have a diagram of how exactly it's supposed to look when you spool your line onto here. And that is this. So this is an accurate representation of this. So you see how they look the same? Okay? When this is spinning, that means you're pulling on it. You're pulling on it in the direction of the arrows, and that is how you put the string onto there. Okay? So you have to put this thing onto here, and then put the rope, the string on it exactly like this. Okay, now that you've got that, hold on, let me put this on pause. Okay, so I've got the string part figured out. Now we got to figure out the rewind coil. If this is you and you don't know how to put it onto this, then I'm going to show you something. When you put this on here, after you get it all cleaned up, after you've got this all cleaned up, this part and this part go hand in hand, because that notch, which you see right there, there's a sharp notch and there's a broad notch. The broad notch is what grabs this part. Okay, so when this is turning in the direction, when we're pulling this part here, the broad notch, is what is supposed to grab this. And what happens is this part gets grabbed and it spins in this direction. Okay? So when you put this into here, you have to put it in, imagining it just like this. So because this is spinning in this direction here counterclockwise, this has to go in there clockwise. I know that seems odd, but I drew a picture. When you are pulling a string out, you're starting it. You're starting it, okay? You're doing this. You're going, starting it. What you're doing is you're actually putting force onto the middle parts of the rewind coil only. And you're spinning this tighter. You're spinning it more in this direction. Okay? So the rewind coil goes onto this part here, the opposite direction of the string. Okay, so let's put this aside and put this here. So let's see here. String is going this direction, therefore we go a spool in this direction, which means this gets flipped over just like that, and that now goes into here exactly like that. Or do I got it backwards? Okay, you know what, let me put this on pause. Okay, so I got this all put in there, and I went and put some heavy duty grease all around there to prevent it from rusting. Now if we were to put this onto here, we would have to go something like this. Something like this. Carefully that it doesn't unspring and knock me in the eyeball, because that can happen. Okay, there we go. Now we turn it slightly in the direction, and we can see, you can sort of see how it works with that broad notch that I was talking about. The sharp end does not grab this at all. It's the wrong direction. It's the broad one on this one. On this particular model, this is how you would do it. Now you can put this carefully onto the housing. So put the housing right onto there, just like that. Wow. Okay, I can put my phone down. Okay, so I had to put the rewind coil onto the housing first because of this little notch that you see right there. On some models, they are all different. Some have this, some do not. Sometimes it's just a little hook. Okay, so then this goes on to there. You see that part where the loop is? You're going to kind of want to line the whole thing up to that. Grab it. And it goes onto there. And then you hear that snap. You know it's in there, but give it a pull. Onto the bottom part, not the top part, the bottom. It pushes up against this to make this spin in a counterclockwise direction. So when you put the string back onto there, remember the coilet, just like this, okay? And you're pulling it to start the engine, which means this flat spot is hitting the flywheel, and it's turning, and when you let go of the rewind, back and retracts. That's how this is supposed to work. So now we're going to put this onto the engine. Okay, so before I go and put this rewind onto here, I also need to thread this through here when we put the housing back on. So this and this gotta go together hand in hand. But what I went and did, I went and took some wire and I went and put a clip there. So all I have to do is after I get everything this down to there, I can take this and just pull that clip out, go blink, and then this can just naturally rewind itself back into there, putting tension onto the rope against the hole here. Okay, so this is my method of putting these rewinds together on a hole. Okay, so we'll put the engine into the housing here. What you want to do, you should do, is take this out. I pull it out and grab those when you're putting the engine into the housing. Remember how I wouldn't use that clip there? Well, on the bottom, you're going to see this part here. That hole, that little sharp edge right there, lines up at the bottom of there. Okay, so make sure when you put this in, this is facing down. Facing down, just like that. That's directly on the bottom. And then now we can thread this through the hole, which is the cord hole right there. Put this into there, and then this can slowly go into here. Okay, goes right into there.